It's time for the PlayAction Sports Report, the only show in the Tennessee Valley with local athletes and coaches in the spotlight. From high school sports to youth sports, you get interviews, highlights, results, and more right here. Don't go away. The PlayAction Sports Report is next. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic, Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. We here at Tailgate Talk might be taking the summer off, but you can still get your fix every Saturday morning at 10 with the best of Tailgate Talk. We'll feature conversations with special guests from past shows so you can revisit your favorites or catch up on what you might have missed until we come back in August. And, of course, you can always log on to tailgatetalk.net to hear them whenever you want. The best of Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 this summer on 1080 WKAC. It's another week for the PlayAction Sports Report. The Athens Utilities Special Guest Spotlight features another new name to the area this week, Ardmore boys basketball coach Bryant O'Donnell. We'll get the scoop on him as well as their upcoming basketball camp. We'll have local sports announcements later on. As we do every week, though, we started off with a BT Backtrack brought to you by BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Backtrack.
The Athens Gators swim team completed an undefeated regular season, beating Florence with a combined score of 615 to 490 at the District 1 championship last week. The women and men also won as individual teams. The Gators also won the Race League West Championship with a combined score of 1827.5 over second-place Fayetteville. The Athens men came in first as a team, while the Athens women were second to Fayetteville. Remember, you can go online to pasnetwork.net and check out the scores we have there, along with past shows, game archives, and more.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate.
Takes the snap. He's going to roll out to the far side. He's going to throw it off his back foot deep. He's got a man. Touchdown! James Clemens!
Be listening for James Clemens High School football this coming season as the Jets take on the best in Class 7A competition. You can hear every featured game streamed live online at pasnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your PlayAction Sports app and later on demand. You can also hear the replays Sunday afternoons on WKAC Radio. Join us for exciting coverage of James Clemens Jets football this coming season from PlayAction Sports. Welcome to the Athens Utilities Special Guest Spotlight. We've got another new local coach on this week, Ardmore boys basketball coach Bryant O'Donnell, who I caught up with earlier today. How are things going so far? How much are you able to do over the summer?
So I got hired the end of May, and so I had about a week to a week and a half to kind of make out a summer schedule, get into some play dates, and get a practice schedule out. So it happened pretty quick, but we got a pretty good. We got all of June in. We had some guys in and out with some football camps, some baseball stuff, and so we kind of had to share athletes and balance that out. But it was good. They kind of got to see me. I got to see them. Work out, practice, play some games. Kind of see the style we want to play at, and it was good. I was excited and ecstatic, especially for the short amount of time that I had from being hired to getting started. It was a good start. So we're going to build on that in our individual stuff and in our workouts in the off season, and then hit the ground running in November, ready to go. Okay,
I couldn't remember how much. Basketball was able to do during the off season. Yeah,
just really more so just most of them, they're mostly football guys, and so they're getting lifts in and they're working on that kind of stuff. They'll periodically, a couple of them will come through the gym and shoot a little bit. Some of them are out playing AAU. So they're doing. We don't do anything as a team.
Yeah.
Just because that's kind of June is our month to do that. July is for football, so we don't really get to see them and do a lot with them in July. But a lot of that I kind of challenge them to be able to do on their own and to work out, increase your skill, because one of the things I said was everybody gets better in June with just all the play dates that we get to have and the practices we get to do. But, the off season, July, August, September, October, and then even after the season's over with, you can say preseason and off season. That's where the people, the really good players, separate themselves by, how much they're working and they're doing, regardless of the time of the year it is. And so I kind of challenge those guys to kind of create that work ethic. Let's create that culture. And we've had a lot that's responded, that's playing, that's working out, that's getting a lot of shots in, and so I'm very encouraged by that.
Okay, well let's get your background. What's the Bryant O'Donnell story? Okay,
so I'm a Marshall County guy, so I don't know if you or any of your listeners are familiar with Marshall County, but I graduated from Boaz High School, and then I went to Sneed in Alabama after that, and came back to Marshall County, worked at a Christian school for 2.5 years. I was an AD there, and along with girls basketball. So I kind of got my first head coaching experience there. I coached varsity girls, and then I moved to Aberville, and I got to be a part of the Aberville basketball program and teaching coach there. And I got to coach with under Coach Harding as a middle school coach, and then my last year I was JV. But just a great experience. Loved it at Aberville. Coach Harding was great. My last year, Coach Dylan Bunnell was there, and we were able to see. We had a lot of success. A lot of kids, came through our program that some of them got to play college basketball. Some played college football. We had one or two that played college baseball. So we had a lot of guys that got to play after high school, and then obviously our high school basketball team. We were able to see a lot of success. I think right now, and this was even prior to when I was there, but I think maybe they broke the all-time consecutive streak of county championships this last year. I think that was our 4th or 5th in a row. Huh. And so I got to be there for 4 years. It was just a great experience. Marshall County basketball is very competitive. You got a lot of teams being up, I guess, this way with the Athens, Limestone County area. Gunnersville's in our county. They're a 5A school. Boaz, Arab they teeter back and forth from 5 and 6A, and then you've got DAR, Douglas, and so very competitive county, and a lot of the teams have had a lot of success over the years. So after that, everybody's kind of like Ardmore. Well, what's your tie to Ardmore? That's if you're not from around there, you're from Marshall County. My wife graduated from Ardmore, and so when this opportunity came up, and the job came open, I thought it would be a great opportunity. So I was able to apply and get the job, and it's great. The faculty and our administrators, our AD, they're great, awesome to work with. I think after administration, the first person that called me was the football coach, and then shortly after that, the baseball coach. So all the people that I'm working pretty closely with, sharing athletes, have all. They all called me that first night and congratulated me, and it's just a great environment to be in. Our gym is amazing. The kids are hard workers. They love to work, and it's good. We'll have 3 seniors and then 2 juniors, and then the rest will be freshmen and sophomores. So we'll probably see about I would venture to say 7, maybe 8. Underclassmen on varsity for this upcoming season. So, it's going to be a good mix of upperclassmen and underclassmen filling out our varsity roster for this year.
Now, you mentioned you were a head coach at the Christian school. Was that a varsity team? Or?
Yes, it was. It was varsity girls.
Okay. I didn't know if this was your first varsity head coaching job or not.
Now, in the AHSAA school system, and that it is. They were a kind of like a ACAA, kind of just a Christian, Christian organization. So this is my first AHSAA public school head coaching job.
Okay. Now, you were at Albertville here the last 4 years, and so looks like your first group of guys are going to be seniors this year, so you don't really get to...
That was tough. I came in with those guys, and, getting to work my way up from middle school to JV, I kind of got to see 2 or 3 groups kind of go from middle school up to 9th grade in JV. And, man, you're talking about a really hard conversation I had to have with those guys because, we're all, we're all close, with the players, the community's close. And so it was really hard, and it still is, but, I still talk to a lot of them. I got to go watch them play once or twice, and I'll be able to keep up with them, through, social media and just, I told them, they're always going to be a part of my life, and if they ever need anything, just to call me or text me. So that was really tough, and but they're going to have a great year. And those seniors are kind of leading the charge, and they're in a tough area, but they're a hard-working group of guys. Coach Bunnell works so hard and always has them prepared, and so I think they're going to have a good year as well.
And you mentioned your wife is an Ardmore graduate. She was a coach there at Albertville too. Is she going to be coaching here too?
Yes. So she was the last. I guess it was 3 years. She was the head coach at Albertville, and then coming up here, going to Ardmore, she'll be doing middle school. So they had their first play date yesterday, and I asked her. I said, "Are you kind of nervous?" And she said, "Yeah, I really am. It's going to be something new that I've not done in a while, and I am a little nervous, but she's so excited and happy to be back home." Around family, she's going to be coaching with coaches that were coaching when she was in school, and so she's extremely excited. And they had a good day yesterday. She's going to have a good little team, and so she's excited. We're both excited.
All right, and that's volleyball.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
volleyball.
Okay. All right, so you're coming from 7A Albertville to 5A.
Yes.
Ardmore, and I guess since your wife's from here, you're familiar with the area or town. I guess. I guess you've made a few trips up here. I don't know. I'm just assuming. So,
yeah.
So you talked about the the good the phone calls and everything you got whenever you were hired and all that. And what's your impression of Ardmore so far, as the situation that you're coming into, because they kind of struggled here the last couple of years?
Yes, they have struggled, and I talked to the guys about that some, and I said, when you have a year or two of when you struggle, sometimes it just kind of gets in your head, and you kind of it sticks with you, and it kind of snowballs, and it's hard to kind of get up off the mat, but we had a lot of growing experiences this summer. I've told a lot of coaches this that I've talked to, and my principal back at Albertville, I kind of laughed because after we played one of our first play dates, one of the officials after the game, it was a close game, I want to say against maybe Moody, and he came over and shook my hand and said, "Hey, Coach, y'all play hard. You got a good team. Good luck this season. I think y'all are going to be pretty good and pretty tough to battle with." And so I asked the guys, I said, this is kind of what the official told me. I said, "When's the last time you've been told that, y'all got a good team or that you're, you can have success?" And they kind of laughed and they said, "Well, Coach, it's been a while." And I said, "Well, here's the thing, guys." I said, "If you come in and you work every single day and you're coachable and you just play hard, we've got a lot of talent. Our young guys, there's a ton of talent, and our older guys, I'm really rooting for them this year because they're there they were there for every practice. They're leading. When we had some of our better performances in the summer, it was led by our seniors. And so I'm really rooting for those guys this year to be able to have some success. And I told them, I said, you're part of the group that's going to lay the foundation for what we want to have and what we want to do in the years to come. And I said, you may not get to experience the highest of the highs this year, but you're going to be a part of the group that, when these sophomores or these freshmen, when they graduate and we're having a lot of success, that you're going to be as much of that success as they are. And so I'm really rooting for those guys because they're doing it the right way. And it's a day-by-day thing. Getting better every day, doing the small things, holding each other accountable, and just growing. I told them, I said, guys, there'll be days where I come in and I make mistakes. There's going to be times in games where maybe I should call a timeout and I don't. And, we're all going to do this and grow in this together, and we've got to do it together as a team and as a group. And I think, they responded really well this summer to that. There was times where, it was tougher than others when we got down, but the encouraging thing was when we got down a couple different times, 15 or so points, and in a couple of those games, we came back and we had it a one-possession game with a chance to, tie it up towards the end, on the last possession, and then, we had opportunities where, we missed the bucket and we had to foul, and I was encouraged by that. Not as much, wins and losses, but how they responded when adversity struck. And so that's going to be a big thing this year. And I told them, I said, we're coming out early. Our first game's against Athens, and we were able to see Athens a lot this summer. I got to, I talked to Coach Anderson a pretty good bit. We, share text messages and, different quotes we see that we really like. And he's got those guys going in the right direction. And I told him, I said, you see the way they play and how hard they play and how they're talking and active. And, when they make mistakes or something happens, they just kind of keep going and they don't let it affect them. And I told our guys, I said, that's where we're wanting to go and where we're wanting to get. So we start out with them this year. So I told them, early on, we're starting out running. we got, we got Athens, and so we better be ready. But it's going to be good. I've been very encouraged. The community, I can't say enough about the community. They've rallied around and, reached out to me and congratulated me on the job. And I can't tell you how many different people that, had a child in the program or own a business or they're just fans that said, hey, if you need anything, please reach out to me. I'd like to do what I can to help you guys. And that means a lot to have that support. And there's been multiple people tell me that, it doesn't matter if it's a 20-win team or a 5-win team. If they're playing hard and doing it the right way, you're going to have a bunch of people in the bleachers supporting you. And so, when you have that kind of, community support, it really kind of fires you up and gets you, ready to go each day. So we're hoping to have that support and just excited to be able to start this and do it.
Yeah. And speaking of the community, I talked to Elkmont's new football coach last week, and
okay.
I forgot to ask him how many times he's heard the question, are you going to beat Ardmore? So I don't know if you've heard, the reverse version of that a lot of times for basketball or not.
I know I haven't heard it a lot, but I know that Elkmont is a big rival. And so, we're going to kind of, and I got to watch them this summer, and Coach has those guys, they play hard, incredibly hard. And so, you can tell early on how well coached they are by how hard they play. They don't turn the ball over. They're always hustling, and they run really good stuff. So, obviously they're on the schedule. They're a county opponent. They're a rival. So you always want to be able to win those games. And, we'll always we know that we'll always get their best game, and we'll just kind of see what it looks like once we get to those games. But he does a great job with those guys, and I know that's a kind of an extra big motivator in the community and with the kids. So we're going to go about it as coaches as it's another game, but obviously it will be a little bit more.
Yeah. Now what kind of game do you like to play? Do you like to run and gun, or do the Norman Dale type? 7 passes and then take a shot.
Well, it really. I've had a lot of people ask me that one, and I obviously when we were at Aberville, we like to run and gun a little bit. And I kind of said this when I was down at Sure Shot, and I had some people interview me. And, I always look at it as you got to kind of play to the team you have right. And the players that you have. So there'll be times that, we'll kind of like to play kind of fast, really in transition, and try to pick and choose when we do that. And if we don't get buckets, obviously, a quick bucket will come out and run something, but really just want to let our offense be done by how hard we play on defense, and let our toughness, like we're big on taking charges. We had one of our players this summer that probably took 4 charges a game, and just let our energy and how we play be based on how we defend and how hard we defend. And then our offense will come from that. And that's one of the things I always believe is regardless of how skilled you are, how athletic you are, if you can always defend night in and night out, that gives you a good basis to play with. So I know that's kind of a broad answer, and we're still figuring it out a little bit, but we feel like with some of the pieces that we have, we can be able to do certain things. So we'll get to do that a little bit more in the fall.
Yeah. And I know you got to go with what you got. I just was kind of curious about if you have all the pieces that you want. What would your druthers be? So
yeah. One thing that's interesting here is when I was at Aberville, occasionally we had some guys that were pretty long and could that were long. Here at Ardmore, we got a 6'4" guy, I think we go 6'4", 6'4", 6'2". So we've got a lot of length. So we'll get to do a lot of things with zone, with some zone stuff to really use our length to kind of affect the offense. So that's one thing that I'm really excited and intrigued about, is kind of see how we can scheme up using our length and our size. Yeah. To kind of help us on defense.
Yeah, and I guess with this shot clock thing, looking pretty definite here on the horizon, that'll determine a lot of it. What do you think about it? Do you like the idea of a shot clock?
I know, to me, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other. I think with the style that we play, kind of, we like to pass and cut and attack the basket. I don't think the shot clock will really affect us and how we play, because we normally are able to kind of, with our first kind of action or look of what we want to do, we're able to get a shot off fairly quick, and I think it'll help us more on the defensive end by, kind of how we want to play with our size and length and different zone looks. It'll kind of put offense, kind of press them to have to score and maybe rush a shot if they're not able to kind of really penetrate the gaps and move the ball around against our zone. So I think it'll be good for us, especially with how we want to play with our zone defense.
All right, well, you got a camp coming up next week. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so this will be our summer camp that we'll do with our first through sixth graders. And we'll do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 o'clock to 11:30. And this is one of my favorite parts of the year, is getting to work with our younger kids and let our high school and middle school kids come in and help us and kind of be a way for us to get back to the community and work with the kids that are going to be coming up playing in our program one day, and then letting them see our high school kids, because that's who they come and watch on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I think it's awesome for our guys to get to work with with the younger groups too, and kind of build that foundation, not with just maybe middle schoolers or one group, but kind of build it, all the way down from first grade all the way up to sixth grade. So, that's kind of how you grow a program, and that's how you get interest is get the younger kids involved and to be able to teach them and work with them. And so, I'm extremely excited to get to do that next week.
All right. So what's the cost? How do folks sign up or get in touch with you? Or
so yeah, they can. I gave my number out, at our first parent meeting. 256-677-1711 is my cell phone number. My email is WILLIAMBRYANTODONNELL William Bryant O'Donnell @gmail.com. They can sign up by calling me, emailing me. We've got a QR code that's if you go to our school Facebook page or our basketball Twitter account, we've kind of got the flyer up. You can sign up through the QR code. It's $50 per kid. If you've got a sibling, the second child will be $35. Third child will be $35. So we're just really excited to get to work with all of our youth here in Ardmore. And I talked with our girls coach. They're going to be helping us too. Whoever. We're excited to get them in for a couple days and get to work with them before they start back to school.
Okay, now, I gave you a heads up on this.
Yeah.
And I hope you've been thinking about it. Give us some Bryant O'Donnell trivia, something that, you're new, and folks don't know a whole lot about you anyway, and a lot of stuff they'll just learn along the way. But is there something that maybe not a whole lot of folks know? I've kind of, over the last few years, I've really, I've gotten into trying to, obviously basketball, I love it, but I've tried to start, watching other sports and kind of just seeing, sports from a different perspective, or if it's something I don't, always watch. So here lately, I've tried to get into soccer. I've started watching soccer a little bit more. My wife and I are actually going up to Nashville tonight to watch the MLS team up there, the Nashville SC. Oh.
So I've kind of gotten into watching soccer a little bit of hockey on top of all the other sports I watch. But I guess really that, and I'm extremely shy. I'm doing this with you, and I always tell my wife before I do anything like this, or if I, have a meet the parents, or, I go speak somewhere, I tell her I'm really nervous. And she's like, I don't know how you are, because you always do a really good job, or you always seem to know what to say or be really upbeat with it. And I said, I guess I just go when I start. But those two things, I'm really painfully shy. But other than that, I'm pretty normal person. That I don't do, especially now that we have a kid, we're all the time running around with her. So not a lot that I guess that out of the ordinary, I would say.
Yeah. And
I didn't have. I know you gave me that one, and I kind of started thinking on it. I'm like, I really know.
And I'm surprised to hear you say that you were shy, because I've been thinking as this interview's been going on, I thought, man, I
don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. A few years back, we had an end of the year banquet, and we kind of did it, guys and girls team, and I talked for probably an hour, and so they were like, yeah, Coach, you're supposed to talk for maybe 10 minutes max. And I was like, well, once I get started, I'm going. And I tried to say something about, each of the players. And it was a really good year that year. And so I wanted them to be able to, hear their accomplishments and hear the good things that they did for the school. So, yeah, once I kind of get going, you can ask me like a question that, an answer's 20 seconds, and I'll have a 2-minute answer. And I guess that's just kind of how I am. So I guess for you, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
The coaches you've had on here.
Yeah, well, I told you this would be about 10 or 15 minutes. We're coming up on about a half an hour now. So,
well, maybe that's some good content.
That's good. I can use pretty much all of it. So.
Okay, well, good. I appreciate you having me, too. I love doing stuff like this, and I'm a big podcast guy, sports talk radio, so, I love doing stuff like this, listening to stuff like this. So anytime you ever want me to come on or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to. And
we'll have you on our Applebee's Tailgate Talk show that we have on Saturday mornings. Right now, during the summer, it's mostly best of shows, although we will be live at the Mud Volleyball Tournament at Swan Creek Park in Athens this week, but we'll be back live beginning in August, so I'll be calling you up for that too. So,
well, awesome. I'm looking forward to it, and I love talking basketball, I love talking sports, and I love being able to bring in Ardmore with it, and all the exciting things that we're doing over here, and getting started. So I appreciate what you're doing for the local sports and giving coaches and platform to talk about their programs and their communities. I think that's a big deal, and so I appreciate you doing that.
And you better watch it. They might be tapping you on your shoulder to be an assistant soccer coach if you're not careful.
Well, yeah, I don't. I'll have to take a rain check on that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on with me.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Just have me on any time.
All righty.
The rest of the day.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.
That was Ardmore boys basketball coach Bryant O'Donnell on the Athens Utility Special Guest Spotlight. Once again, if you'd like to register for the basketball camp or you just want more information, call Coach O'Donnell at 256-677-1711. Keep up with local school, youth, and amateur sports from Limestone County all week long with a PlayAction Sports Update. Weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on 1080 WKAC. The PlayAction Sports Report will be back in a minute.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. School may be out, but you can still enter your nominations for the Applebee's Athlete of the Week over the summer for the upcoming school year. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and fill out the form. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Enter your nominations today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Tailgate Talk, and 1080 WKAC. Fall registration for Rec League and Elite League Baseball and Softball will be going on throughout July. Rec League is for ages 5 to 13. Cost is $50 per player. Elite League age groups are 8U, 10U, and 12U. Cost is $500 per team. For more information, call 233-8740. Athens High will have a Football for Women camp July 14th from 6 till 8 p.m. at Athens Stadium. Cost is $20. For more information, go online to athenshighschoolsportscamps.com. HITS Athletic Training will have 12U baseball tryouts July 14th at 6 p.m. and July 16th at 9 a.m. at the field at the Old Athens Middle School. For more information, call Chris Coggins at 566-1483. The Ardmore Tiger basketball camp will be July 18th through 20th from 9 till 11:30 a.m. for upcoming 1st through 4th graders. Cost is $50 per player, $35 for additional siblings. Contact Coach O'Donnell or Coach Kirkpatrick for further information. Ardmore High School will host their second annual Football for Women on July 19th from 6 till 7:30 p.m. at the football facility. Calhoun Baseball will have an uncommitted showcase on July 20th. For more information, go online to calhoun.edu/summer-camps. Calhoun will also host a summer basketball camp at the Athens Rec Center for ages 7 to 17 on July 25th and 26th. Pre-registration through July 22nd is $75. After that, it will be $90. For more information, call 233-8740. There will also be a Junior Prospect one-day showcase hosted by Calhoun Women's Basketball on July 30th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Spots are limited. Register online at calhoun.edu/junior showcase by July 1st for $50. After that, it's $65. For more information, you can call Coach Candace Bird Vincent at 306-2867 or email candace.bird@calhoun.edu. The Jets All In campaign has been set up to help various athletic programs at James Clemens. For more information on donating, go online to jcathletics.net. Various fitness classes are being offered Monday through Saturday at the Athens Rec Center. Call 233-8740 for more information or visit the Parks and Recreation page on the Athens City website at athensal.us.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com.
Shotgun formation, two backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to the second man through. Touchdown!
Join us this upcoming season for Limestone County football, streamed right to your computer or mobile device on the PlayAction Sports app. You can also hear it on your Amazon Echo by saying, Alexa, open PlayAction Sports. Listen for the replay of select games Sunday afternoons on WKAC and download each game from the archives anytime you want. Also available on all major podcast platforms and in the podcast section of the PlayAction Sports app. Limestone County football from PlayAction Sports. You've been listening to the PlayAction Sports Report. Log on to PASnetwork.net for archives of this show and past shows, along with game streams, and to keep up with what's going on in Limestone County sports. Look for our monthly column in Athens Now, available everywhere. You can contact us by email at playactionsports@hotmail.com, by sending a message to our Facebook page, or by texting 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. Be sure to tune in for the PlayAction Sports Update weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on the air at 1080 WKAC. And catch up with us again next week for another edition of the PlayAction Sports Report.